fish chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Kamara up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Wentz's throw caught by Olave. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's Olave bringing in another one. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cardinals still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Connor up the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
On play action, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. It's Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Open man is Anderson, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz being chased out left. The ball comes out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On third down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Murray. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On play action, Wentz rolling to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wentz. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Wentz now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz going to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll turn to Kamara. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey, tight down. There you go. Omaha.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alex Arma, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Wentz. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his...
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All
you tellin' I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties.